LinkedIn Live. Mark Elder in the house, Julian Placino, and Foster Williams, the job problem. Career search at CityWorks. Career search at CityWorks. Come on, man. Y'all making me... Give us your comments on LinkedIn Live. Jake Melton in the house. No. Tell us, Foster, what's it about?
Ooh, yeah, no.
Hey, welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but who you know can make all the difference in your job search.
Make all the difference.
Man, welcome to 2020. It's the first episode of the year.
Hey, 2020.
Man, I'm super excited about this. I feel like we haven't been here. We haven't been here in a while, y'all.
Yeah, you know what? You were telling me the other day, like, I didn't even think about it, but he was telling me, hey, sign your documents 2020.
Oh yeah.
Because I was just signing 20. I was signing 1/7/20.
Yeah, you got to put the number behind it. So don't just put a 20, because guess what? You're going to get somebody is going to change the number on you. Well, guys, we are super excited about this show today. Before we get started, we always like to bless this show with a prayer for the listeners. Foster, will you do us the honors, please?
Oh, yeah, I'll be glad to. Okay, you guys don't come through the radio and choke me out when I do this, but it's the truth anyhow. Okay, so we always say that God's in control, right? Amen. Do we really believe that? So if he's in control and we don't get that job that we get excited about, we get all mad and we pull our hair out and we want to get somebody. That's not looking like God's in control or that we really believe that. So, okay, I'm meddling. All right, so let's pray. Father God, we need to learn. It's a new year. It's 2020. We're excited about that. It's a new year that we are going forward. In HR this morning, we talked about new approaches, maybe doing something different over all the things that we do to get a job. And teach us to trust you as we go through. It is a lot of freedom in that as I am learning. And so then if I know that, then it becomes my job to spread that where I can. Not, I don't want to be a pain in the butt, but I have no problem telling folks what God does. And Father, we're asking you to bring our job expeditiously for our sake, not yours, but teach us to trust you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
That was good.
So let's check in with our audience real quick here. We've got a great audience. Hey, DeMar's with us today.
DeMar's right here.
Wait, DeMar's like on the stream and he's over here at the same time. That's kind of crazy.
There's Holly.
Holly's with us today. Hey, babe, how are you? Patricia, good to see you with us.
Hope, we got to have Hope.
Cheryl Donaldson, hey, how are you? Hope, hey, got to have Hope in the network. Lawson, good to see you. Hey, guys, here's something that's kind of exciting today. For the first time, I'd like you to check out the different streams because it's not just my LinkedIn Live profile going live right now. For the first time, this is your first live stream.
You guys, I'm going to have time to tell you guys about it as we continue to go.
Yeah.
So people all over the world checking in. Well, we better act right, huh?
We better. So round of applause for Foster Williams in the house. LinkedIn Live episode number 1.
House.
And Mark Elder is also on LinkedIn Live, too, so that is awesome. We're excited.
There's Ellen Burden.
Actually, I just found it. It was a little hard to find. I didn't get a notification on
mine. So the notifications were not there. I was testing today to see that. There were no notifications.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Strange, but oh well. So we still have a great audience with us.
Oh, yeah.
Susan, good to see you with us. Alan, how are you? Christy Card, how are you doing?
Yeah. Saw Alan yesterday.
I got over here. I got Matt Harrington. Hey, Matt, over at... you know where Matt's at.
Yeah,
Matrix.
Matt's at Matrix.
Yep. We got Michelle Barrett. Hey, Michelle.
Melody.
Michelle's with us.
Yeah, Tom Mordman. Oh, Richard Cantro. Saw Richard yesterday.
Hey, Richard.
Frisco Connect.
Let's make that connection, Richard.
So, guys, we absolutely love you. Happy New Year to you. And we would love to hear what some of your goals are. You know what I'm saying? And so here's what I'd like you to do. Not only do I want you to tell me some of your goals, but maybe like, okay, if you're searching right now, maybe like that absolute target company, the dream company. Like if you landed there, oh man, it would change your world kind of company. I want you to put that in the comments section. Put hashtag whatever the heck that is.
Claris.
Hashtag Claris. That's my man DeMar over here from Claris. And yeah,
my man, 50 grand. Yes, sir.
A little more than that.
Oh yeah,
100 grand a day, 100 grand.
That's right.
So yeah, we want you to put that in the comment section for us, please, and then always remember to hit that share button because you never know who this could help going forward.
never know.
We've got some landings. We have
a
bunch of landings, guys. We have a bunch of landings. So let's give some hands on LinkedIn. Hands on LinkedIn, y'all. Hands on LinkedIn. Give some hands for Asia Russell. Congratulations, Asia Russell.
Nice.
Adam Little. Congratulations, Adam Little.
Adam, that was a good landing.
Yes, Adam had, I think he said 15 interviews with USAA.
Same company?
15 interviews.
One company?
Yes.
Adam.
Yes.
Hey, no doubt.
Landed
Brother,
They would have not been smart if they wouldn't hire Al. Adam is somebody's got to discover that guy.
Outstanding.
Well, I'm like 15 interviews. If you don't hire me after that, you better pay me.
Yeah, payment for those interviews. Without my time.
That is a job.
I'm going to take something off the desk with me when I leave.
Oh, yeah.
Here, give me that pencil.
Yeah, yeah.
Give me that pencil.
Right?
And like you might get a lawsuit because of just the stress and anxiety and mental. Just
That's
you
a
know,
lot.
There'll be something you can sue for, isn't it?
right? You can sue for anything these days. Guys, don't sue for anything. Just saying.
Jokes, y'all. We got.
We also have congratulations to Pauline Garrett. Yay! I got an email from her. 14 months she was in the search, so that
my
is
God.
huge, you guys. Huge.
14 interviews, 14 months.
Yes. Guys,
Wow.
so this is the year. This is the year of change.
I like
Yeah, it is.
2020. I'm going to hear that all the time. But do we really believe that stuff? I'm going to put everybody on blast this year. When you guys talk to me, you know what I'm going to come at you at. So come on with it now. Come on, son.
I
Well,
got
go
a
ahead.
few. I got a few more landings. We got Cindy Henry.
Cindy.
Cindy Henry
We heard about yesterday.
Congratulations.
Also,
at Holiday Inn Travel.
that's right. And we also heard about Susan Watson.
Yes.
Watson.
Hey, Susan. Seth Rubenstein.
Seth Rubenstein took
Where
a
did he take the
contract in the
contract?
UK.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's over
Yeah,
across
he'll
the
be going
pond.
back and forth.
There's
It's
across
the
the
neatest
pond,
thing in the
actually.
world.
And then one we didn't hear about, but that I knew of, is Sandra Muse.
Oh.
She got a contract
Sandy Muse?
at Wells Fargo. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Wells Fargo's hiring a lot. Y'all might want to check out Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know of a couple more. Mike Eason. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Mike.
Eason.
All right, that's my buddy.
Right?
That's my brother.
That's right. That's
See,
right.
That's our barbecue buddy.
This is a big old family out here, you guys.
It is a
Absolutely.
family.
Big old family. So I would recommend each one of these names that we're talking about, guys, because we got a few more. Each one of these names, they went through this. They know what it's like, okay, and they also know what worked and what didn't work. I would pick their brain. I'm just saying, if you're searching right now, I would go pick their brain. Okay, just
Mike,
some words of
Mike Easton,
wisdom.
if you're listening, remember you owe a steak dinner. The first one that landed owed the steak dinner. So I'm just saying, and I'm waiting.
Dude, me and Scott both. I got in.
Yeah,
on that.
you
Come
too. Okay.
We also have Lisa Templeton.
Lisa.
Yes, congratulations.
on. All right.
One of my favorite stories, this was actually of 2019, was Vez Nakomo. Congratulations,
Yeah,
Vez.
Vez.
He actually landed because Andy Cook had seen him hashtag project management in the comment section of this program.
On this
Yes.
program. What is this program
Very
called?
one.
The Who You Know show?
What, does it work out like that?
It sometimes. See, not all the time, but sometimes it does. So Vez had put hashtag project management. She went and looked at his profile, and now he's working, I believe, Wells Fargo, right? I believe.
That's right.
Yeah, I believe he's.
It is
yeah, she was
Wells.
she's
Yeah.
a recruiter at Matrix and picked him up. So that's the way it works, guys. Also, last but not least, guys, this is actually my favorite. He was at Frisco Connect yesterday,
Yeah.
and man,
What a story.
he brought a tear to my eye. I'm not even gonna lie. Scott Miller, guys, congratulations, Scott Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to see some
Congratulations.
some hands and some hearts, and some prayers and some thoughts for Scott Miller. His story, he just has had so many trials
He
and
went through a
tribulations.
lot of stuff. 2019 was a tough one for him.
Yes,
wasn't it?
guys, if you think you got it rough, look,
Yeah, if you listen to Scott's story, you will realize you are real blessed.
Yeah,
Amen.
we're all
But
blessed.
Scott is real blessed.
We're all blessed, and it's important to appreciate the things that you have, because you don't know how long you're going to have them. So, Scott, we appreciate you, man. We love you, and
More
I'm
than we can say.
so happy for you landing. So, guys, that's awesome. Big round of applause for that entire group. That was that's a lot of landings, guys. That's a lot of landings.
That is a lot of landings.
We normally
That was
don't
a
have
good
that.
way to finish out the year, though.
I like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, and it's like, so those like December, January, I was worried about those being really slow, and they were like, nah, it's not true. Doesn't
And
sound
then
like
right.
it's true.
Sydney
Uh-uh.
and Seth and those guys and Scott, these guys landed in 2012. Scott landed in 2019 and 2012. When did it happen? Do you remember?
Are you saying 2012?
Wow.
was
Did
like,
I
man,
say that?
I mean,
He's so good, he landed
2019.
in 2012. He went back in time.
2019.
Retroactive.
We've got landings already. What's the date? What's the day's date?
He's coming out of retirement.
What's the day's date? Y'all can't answer, Katie. What's the day's date?
The 8th.
The 8th, and we already have landings. I'm just saying, I'm the God dude. I'm a servant. That's who I am. I am only that.
That is the job, Father, y'all. All right. So I have a very, very special guest here. We want to just dive into this segment because I really love your spirit and what you brought to
man.
Frisco Connect and what you're bringing to this audience today. We're
Right.
excited to have Scott Smyer in the house.
Thank you.
And please tell me I'm not mutilating your name.
No, that's actually it.
That's it.
I was really
That's
surprised.
it.
Love it.
I just answer to anything that comes out.
SS.
Can we pull his profile up into the stream real quick? So this is Scott. Okay,
Yeah.
we love Scott. He was at Frisco Connect and he's talking about some events that he's got going on and wanted to bring some smiles and laughter to the job seeker community. So tell us about this, Scott.
Yeah, so I'm in the job search with everybody, right? Transition or between successes.
Between
All right,
successes,
I
yeah.
like that one. So,
Oh, yeah.
and in the process, one of the things I do outside of looking for a job and software as a service management, so is I do stand-up comedy.
Ooh.
And I started that back in a long time ago. It was Christian Comedy Association. When I first heard about it, I was like, Christian comedians? What, a bunch of puppets? I was like, it's got to be cheesy.
Then you heard one.
Yes, and then I heard one, and I was like, these dudes are legit. So a couple of friends of mine, we joined it, started performing, and so I've been doing it since 2010. And I was on the road with Michael Jr. for a little bit as his road manager. That's so I'm gonna drop that name.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
different.
Okay, just different.
Kevin Hart.
Just a little different.
Kevin Hart crashed his cooter, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're a Christian, you can't say-
you can't get out on cruise like that.
Oh man! Wow.
I thought I was squirreled.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Oh, I am a squirrel.
Yeah, but so
Squirrel.
part of doing the stand-up comedy is taking laughter to people who need it the most. So one of the things in my ministry is I love the quote, laughter is an instant vacation.
Oh, wow.
So Milton Berle said that. So I love bringing laughter to people who need it the most. And one of the things I do is fundraisers. Our church, and I'll speed this up, but our church, we were looking for a place to perform. It wasn't spiritual at all, technically. We needed a stage. So we were like, what do you guys need? We'll do a fundraiser. And they were like, well, the kids in Bogota we're raising money for the kids in Bogota. So we had our first show. And we brought in Bone Hampton. That raised money next time we did it. So we did it. So we had like $75,000 in 3 shows we made doing
Dang.
stand-up comedy. So
Wow.
it's an instant way to make money. Plus, it's a great outreach because people who won't go to church typically will come to a comedy
A
show
comedy show, yeah.
when they're good. And this is going to be a great show. So
Bone
I
Hampton.
have a show coming up, and it's this weekend, and it's benefiting Men's Encounter North. It's a group that empowers men.
Can I
for
pull
Christ.
that in the stream? Let me
Yeah,
pull that
pull it
in the
up.
stream. Men's Encounter North. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Okay, so I bumped into this guy, and he runs. This is a men's boot camp on the weekends, and I spoke at it probably 2 or 3 months ago, and so I met all these guys, and it was incredible the impact they had on men. Seriously, straight up incredible. A lot of guys couldn't come because they couldn't afford it, and I was like, dude, you just need to have a comedy night. Just have a comedy night, sell some tickets. And he goes, okay. And then I forgot about it. And then he calls me up, you were on. And I was like, what? Oops. So this is what it is. It's called Men's Encounter North, and it's going to be in Wills Point, Texas.
Okay.
And it's coming up at 6. The doors open at 6.
Okay.
But I packed
What day you said it was?
Saturday. This
Saturday, okay.
Yeah. And if you go to Men's Encounter North that's up on the screen, there's a place where you can register and get tickets. But if you're a job seeker,
Ooh,
or
here's the
you're-
important part.
if you're in between successes, it's free.
Oh, okay, hold on. On this
Boom, that's
show,
what we
on this
call
show,
it.
we call it
Yeah.
Free
free 99.
Boom.
Demar knows what's up.
All right, I'm gonna completely steal that one.
Free
That's good.
99.
It
Yes,
is. It's
sir.
free 99.
Love it.
So if anybody you talk to, so if you go to the website and you say, hey, just say Scott sent me, and I'm in between successes, or say something about that, and they'll get it, and they'll know that hey, this is going to be on us, and it's a treat. So. Like I said, Laughter's an instant vacation, and we packed this with some really good comedians. And I'm following a dude named Mike Hickman, and that is dangerous because Mike is stupid funny. And he is hilarious. And he is all high energy. And I'm
Mike
like,
is
man, I'm gonna have to up my game on this one, but
So first and foremost, I absolutely love that you're doing this, and it's kind of like a ministry for you, right? You're
No, it is,
lifting
straight
people
up.
up, and a lot of times when you're a job seeker, there's high points and extremely low points, right? So this can help put you at
Praise
one of those
Jesus.
high points, right? It can bring you back up.
it is. Yeah, it's so important. I mean, laughter. Sometimes you just gotta laugh because I thought when I started this, I was like, how hard can it be to get a job? Please. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, somebody was like, "What's it like?" And I was like, "Jerry Maguire is one of my favorite movies." And there's a scene where it goes, "It's an up and down pride swallowing siege." Oh, and I will never tell you about. And I was watching that, I was like, "Yeah, he knows.
That's it.
That's job seeking." So
Oh, yeah.
there's more quotes, but
That's
yeah, this
awesome.
truly is one of the things that, it's really difficult, and laughter is so important. So yeah, like I said, it's one of my ministries, and if anybody wants to. If they're thinking about putting on a show or need somebody to come in to make them laugh at a dinner party, corporate stuff like that, I love doing it.
I love this. So I want to plug you for real quick on this because
Okay.
the reason why you're here today is because you're giving back. Okay, you're in the studio today because you're giving back. Like
Making an impact.
I want to tell you this because we get a lot of requests from job seekers to come onto this show, and we have had a lot of job seekers on the show, right?
We have.
But you know what I love about you? You went to Frisco Connect, and it wasn't about you.
Yep.
It wasn't about you. It's about how can I help other people, and I instantly picked up on that. I was like, you got to come on the show. Got to
Awesome.
have you here.
Thanks.
Well-
so I want to plug like what you're searching for. I want to help
Oh,
you
thank
with this. Like what are you looking for? What's your dream company or I know it's Claire's.
But we've got that
I got
clear
$5.
already.
If I had $5, I would slide that across the table right now. My background is in software as a service.
Okay.
I was there for 14 years, and I built and led teams. So whether it was I wasn't an engineer, I wasn't a programmer, but I managed the teams. So right now I'm looking for positions to either manage the support, the onboarding, the services, with an emphasis in customer success. So I started out as a business analyst, became a project manager, and then became director of operations and ran it. And then as a VP, I was over customer success. So I'm looking for companies that are in the software as a service market. And another thing I'm going to bring, just real quick, I'm a co-founder of a leadership company that is geared towards corporate leadership, but also a personal development where we help people identify the programs and scripts that are operating their lives that are unworthy of who they are in Christ. And we help people put a mirror up and see the programs and take off the old and put on the new. So that was just something I do because I love it. So wherever I go in the company I come, that comes with me. So it's like, put a dollar in it. It's like $30,000. I just did because I love it. But when I go in and I'm managing teams, I love working with people individually. Number one, because when people are at their best, your company's at their best.
Yes.
When they're at their best version, you're at your best. The company does
They're
too. So-
representing that company.
so
yeah.
I've talked to a company called Tavant, and then Ministry Brands, which is a church software company. Yeah, and I had an interview, and the guy was like, "You have got too much experience." And I was like, "I can sabotage that. I can come in." And he's like, "No, I was like, I can work. I can work at this
Right.
level." Blackbot is another one.
Blackbot,
If
yep.
they're listening, really? Anyway, no. Y'all are awesome, but dang, you're hard to
Michelle, are
reach.
you out there?
Yeah. So, Ministry Brands, Blackbot, and Bird Eye. So
Nice.
those were some of the targets. So just software companies, and like I said,
Guys, if you know anyone at these companies, right? Here's the deal. We got a
Yeah,
big
this is
audience
cool.
out there. Maybe they're listening. Maybe the company's listening. Maybe they're not. But guess what? We got a big network out here. Collectively, our sphere of influence is very large, right? So I'm pretty sure somebody's got somebody who they can connect you with. It's all about who you know.
and this is, and
what
I
I'm
just want to
saying?
say thank Foster. Number one, thank you so much.
What'd that do?
Oh my gosh, this just I didn't even know this thing existed. And Mark and Trevor, Seriously, when I first met you, I was like, why are they here? I seriously was kind of like, I don't know. But y'all's heart is it's incredible.
It's right,
In this difficult time, you guys are servants. You truly care about people for that. And I can't thank you enough for this. And I don't care what Foster says. You guys are all right.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate you.
But thank you. And thank you for having me on.
Man, we're excited. So, okay, guys, you need to go connect with Scott Smyer on LinkedIn. Make sure you pull his profile up. And if you know anybody at these companies that he just mentioned, name them again real quick.
Tavant, Ministry Brands, Blackbod, and Bird Eye.
All right.
And your event this weekend.
Yes. The event this weekend, Will's. Oh man, I always get that.
In Willow Point, Texas.
We've got a flyer. I can send it. It's actually on my profile. But like I said, it's a free comedy night. 5 comedians are going to be killing it, and there will be more to come. So
beautiful.
Yep.
Well, we're excited about it, guys. We got to go to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we got DeMar Phillips from The Claris.
The Phillips.
All right, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Boom. Okay, let's talk to our audience real quick. We got a beautiful audience with us. Who we got with us online?
this is so cool.
Mark Hall,
We got
how are you?
Ernie Vanderleest.
Hey, John. What's going on, John? Good to see you with us today. Eddie.
I thought you were on travel.
Eddie Knight.
Eddie's in the house.
I got to see Eddie at Frisco Connect yesterday.
Yeah, Eddie yesterday.
Eddie, I want you to just put a comment in there about your experiences using BombBomb. He came up to me and was like, man, I really like this thing. People are sending me thank you notes for my thank you notes, thank you videos for my thank you videos.
Right,
So,
right.
he's really digging it, so I appreciate that, Eddie. Keep going with that. Who else do we got with us here? Cash. Good to see you here with us, Cash. Guys, depending on what stream you're on, you may be on my profile.
Right.
You may be on Foster's profile.
Right.
You may
Well,
be on
probably
Mark's
not on mine yet.
profile.
Yeah.
Guys, go ahead and just click the follow button on our LinkedIn profiles. Like, just follow us.
Don't be scared.
Yeah, don't be scared. Don't be scared like Scott said. I mean, we're not going to bite you. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, also, what we'd like you to do real quick is put hashtag what you're looking for. So I see Cash has got hashtag B2B marketing. That's awesome, right? Ron says hashtag operations management.
Yeah, that's
Program management, digital transformation. So, guys, it does happen. You heard Vez Nakomo's story. He got landed just by putting his hashtag in there. I mean, there was more that happened after the fact.
Right.
But that's how he got discovered. That's how he got found.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. Put the hashtag and what you are looking for in the comments section. We'd love to hear it. Oh, what else? Speaking of DeMar, we got DeMar here with us. Okay.
Yeah.
We just had our Christmas party, right? And how was that?
It was great.
Was it good?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Good
Man,
food and everything.
Loved it.
up there at the Cowboys Club, you know how the Cowboys do. Get rid of, Jason Garrett's on LinkedIn now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Poor
He's in the Who You Know network.
Hi, Mike.
He knows where to go to have the meeting. I mean, he knows the place.
Yeah, in the landry room.
Wow.
But no, guys, real quick.
Harsh.
So if you were at the Christmas party, I want you to put hashtag who you know party. No, what, should we do that? Hashtag who you know party?
Sure.
Because the who you know party don't stop. Ain't no party like the who you know party because the
Yeah,
who you know party don't stop.
and it don't stop.
So I want you to put
That's
that.
good.
Yeah, I want you to put that in the comment section. Hashtag who you know party if you were there, because when you were there, DeMar had a gift for everyone, and it looked a little
Yeah, he
something
did.
like this. I don't know if we can pull a close up of this.
And it looked a little something
Look
like
a little
that.
something like this. This is a big old glass board, more than just a glass board.
Yeah, it is.
It is more than a glass board.
It is more than a glass board, guys. Just so y'all can see that. And so we've got
it's
some
a
of these to give out.
canvas
Yeah, this
for
thing-
your ideas.
100%. I love that. See that?
The
Canvas
company
for-
is called Claris, you guys. It is in Fort Worth.
Yep. So we would like for you to put hashtag who you know party if you were at that party, and I know who it is. Don't be trying to just get one of these, okay?
We have a list.
We have a list, so I know who was there. But put hashtag who you know party in the comment section, and we will send this out to you. We've got our glass boards in stock. I got 2 boxes of these things over here.
Oh, wow.
Do it.
Got a whole bunch of them.
That we
And while
do.
you're hashtagging, go ahead and just for posterity's sake, hashtag the Bears.
No, not happening. That will never happen. Please do not
Did
do
the Bears
that.
make the playoffs?
I will sacrifice a
Are you in the
comment
playoffs?
just to not have that in our stream.
Yeah, they play off.
Next year. It's the old Chicago sports mantra. Next
But
year.
what you really want to do,
Next year's your year.
just hit the share button, y'all.
Come
Sharing's
on.
caring, right?
That's
Somebody needs to know about Scott Smeyer's comedy
Share it.
event, and
Yeah.
if you hit share,
Right.
somebody might find his event.
Or go to scottsmeyer.com.
Or go to Smart.
Listen,
we have a
I don't
million
care
up
where
on.
you're listening from. It could be YouTube, it could be Facebook, it could be LinkedIn, it could be Trevor's profile, my
Yeah.
profile, Foster. If you're on here watching the show, there's that little arrow that you need to click and share it.
Yeah, hit that share button.
Right quick.
Yeah, do it. Do it now. do it now.
Get to the chopper.
Save the baby.
I see Carmela Jonah, and the reason I'm picking on you, Carmela, is because you put hashtag IT auditing and risk management, and that's not. Companies are usually looking for folks like you, and you're kind of a purple squirrel with a polka dotted tail and one leg.
Oh,
And is that good?
Two legs? Sorry, no, Carmela, I don't mean it like that.
You look a little roughed up over there.
all right, guys. Welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show.
Because
What you know is important,
But
who you know can make
y'all
all
know?
the difference in your job search.
check it out.
Hey guys, welcome back. We are back here with Damar. So we were just talking with Damar on the break, but if you're joining us, Damar is with Claris, the Claris,
That's right.
and
Spell that, Mark. Spell it for everybody.
CLARUS.
U.S., y'all.
That's right.
And so Claris is a phenomenal company. Number one, it's very well run. Obviously, Damar has told us a lot of great things about the company, but they are growing.
We are.
They are growing. So why don't you share? Yeah, tell us a little bit more about.
Well, we are growing.
Claris
We
is.
had a great year. 2019 was fantastic. A lot of leadership changes, and so new management. Our CEO just celebrated his first year at the company, and so the whole leadership team together collectively have about less than 6 months together.
Okay.
So we're on the rise. We just opened a facility in Belgium in October.
Oh,
And
Nice.
so
Wow.
we're a truly global company at this point,
Nice.
and looking to add talented individuals to our team to help take us to the next level. So there are a few director level roles that I'm pitching today. One's the director of marketing
Uh-oh.
opportunity, and I know that I've had a contact that was provided to me. And then the other is a director of quality and continuous improvement to help out in our
Okay.
operations area. And so those are two six-figure roles
Ooh.
that we're looking to add to the team.
Okay.
Sold.
In.
that's
So-
a lot of dollar signs.
When do I start?
Yeah.
My C group, are you guys listening? Senior Executive Alliance, are you there?
We're looking. So it's a fantastic company. Our core values define who we are: respect, people, excellence, integrity, innovation, passion.
Ooh,
Yeah,
making
that's the
sure-
key word. Ding, ding, ding.
It is, and making sure that you're excited about what we provide to the customers.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, this is about the customers. And for me, as the Vice President of Global People Services, our customer is my employees. And so I take great
nice.
care and concern in making sure that we're taking care of them, who in turn takes care of the customer.
Yeah. Now you've talked a little bit about the culture, right? And it's a newer, right, team.
That's right.
So not a new team, but newer to each other at least. What has your experience there been? Because you've been there for a year.
Not
Two-
quite a year.
not
I
quite a year.
started July 1st, and
July,
so
okay.
6 months with the organization. The executive leadership team, our whole team is fantastic. I pretty much got a blank slate, a clean glass board.
Wait,
We'll play on that.
wait, hold up.
There you go.
Yeah, just wipe it off, dust it off.
Just
And I can
Brand
provide you
new.
with some
No
glass
bow.
cleaner to take care of that if you need, to be able to help build what we need.
Yeah.
And that's really the mentality of the organization. Everything that we do, from the last product that was released to the very first product, we design in-house. And so with that type of innovative thought process, policies, procedures, events, employee engagement, the slate was clean. Create what you need, and we're here to support you. And so, Mark Mansell, he's our CEO. He came to us after 26 years with Bose speaker
Oh,
company.
wow.
okay,
right?
Yeah.
okay.
That's a no name.
got one in my car.
That company.
Just
Yeah,
a
I don't- it's right here.
fantastic person. Just excellent leadership. He gets people. He understands processes. Very engineering background, right? So there's a linear process to things. but
Oh,
his
yeah.
people component is just off the charts. I mean, he's compassionate, he's warm, can hold you accountable, but does it in a way that you stay whole. And he tries to help every single person that he comes in contact with. Could not ask for a better leader of Claris. And you know, we just celebrated 10 years last year as well, so we're still very young, learning, growing, adapting.
It sounds like you're kind of in like a Mike McCarthy position where you're getting to come in and build your whole team, and you know it's going to be a lot of cheese flying around.
It is, but you know,
Cowboys.
Mark might take exception from from that. He's a Boston guy, so he preferred the 6 championships plus from the New England Patriots.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I like the way you explain that because there's a big difference between a leader and a boss.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
That's right. Now, as far as what you're doing in the network and your experience, we've got a real great relationship that we've built
Absolutely.
with you, and have just enjoyed having you on. How have you found this network has helped you? Right?
It's
help
amazing.
players?
The outreach in and of itself has just been fantastic. I mean, my inbox is filled with people reaching out, high quality individuals, resumes that are just so impressive. So the people who pay attention here have great futures, whether it's with Claris or another company. Somebody's going to get them an excellent person to be a part of their organization. And so, having the ability to come here to pitch roles and then a fellowship in the job fairs that are put on is just second to none. And I do believe faith. I think people are in your life for a reason, for a season. But, if one opportunity doesn't work out, it's not that, you weren't, it just wasn't your season for that, because there may have been something else. So, your very first question opening the show, it's like, sometimes you need to thank God for those unanswered prayers.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
believe me. Yeah.
And I asked because, and I thought it was a year, but I think it's a year that we have known you,
That's right.
because you came from somewhere else. You weren't
did.
at Claris at the time, so
That's
you
right.
yourself had
No,
gone
we've
through a
known
transition.
DeMar. Oh,
Yeah, we met
shoot.
DeMar before
Oh, yeah.
Clara.
Yeah, we
right.
know DeMar.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Me and DeMar go. We go
we
way
know-
back,
we go
like
way
four
back. We be knowing
flats
DeMar.
on Cadillac.
Oh yeah, we be knowing DeMar. We be knowing DeMar.
I like that.
And
You get a glass board. You get a glass board. You get a glass board.
Yeah.
I have
awesome,
to
man.
say, if you guys have not looked up Claris, I have. I've looked. The website is great, but what's most impressive is you've got the whole. They've got their whole history there,
Right.
and I
Yeah.
find that's pretty cool. It's kind of like Apple, a small company called Apple, right? Started in a garage.
We're trying.
Started in a garage. They were making glass boards in the garage.
Yeah, I watched that commercial. It was a video. I watched that video, and I was like, "Wait a minute, hold up." So they started making these things in the garage type of deal, and then he took it to this idea to
Lost
the
a
next. And I mean,
job.
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
he was a
in the
job
parents'
seeker.
Home, he was a
Right?
job seeker, right?
Yeah.
And during the day he was at work, and then he'd come home at night. The two owners that originally started the business. So the what if video is posted on my LinkedIn page.
That's so
as
cool.
part of our information, and it's one of my favorites. I've adapted that and put it in our orientation
I
process.
liked that video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
because it really speaks to the ingenuity and the spirit of never give up. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're alive and breathing, there's an opportunity to be successful, regardless of what your situation is or was. Right? You always have the opportunity to reinvent yourself, and it only takes a little bit of effort. And you never know who is put in your path for a reason. I didn't know
like
a year
that.
ago
Mhm.
that coming with another company here to this show, that I'd continue on with this relationship longer than I was at
Right.
that company for that relationship, and it all works out, in the
It
end.
really does.
One of the things that struck me with that video and where Claris has come from, and what you just mentioned, right? A little bit of effort. It's grit, right?
Right.
And that is a direct correlation to the job search, right? Because
Correct.
that's exactly what it takes right now in the who you know, right, environment. If
That's
you're in
right.
career transition, it's just grit, right? You just got to keep on grinding.
And for every job that says no, think of it as practice, right?
Right.
You're honing your skill. You're able to communicate with
sharpening.
others. Right. Absolutely. And then
Favorite
you're hard
four-letter
coded.
word is next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
Next.
Right.
Well, bottom line, when you're seeking employment, is you're in sales, right? You got to sell yourself, and it is a numbers game, and there is rejection. I mean,
Right.
sales, there's a lot of rejection. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing.
Well,
and so you just got to keep grinding.
We just talked about that. We had our kickoff for New York Life, and the speaker got up. He's MDRT speaker, which is $1 Million Round Table. And one of the things that he said resonated with me because, and Trevor, you just mentioned the word game, right? They found that the most successful people were the ones that were able to, I think it was
Turn it into a game.
turn it into a game, right?
Yep. Mhm.
And so the job search, even interviewing, whatever it is that you were tasked with, if you can, it's all about perception.
Yeah, he
You
said
can
the
turn the
perception.
perception into something
It's positive.
that's positive.
Yep.
It's not hard anymore. And that
Right.
was he did a study over years and years and years, and what they found is that's what it was. That was the difference between ultra successful and people
Well,
that washed out.
And Mark, that speaker, he wasn't from MDRT. That was the guy that was the hypnotist.
Oh, the hypnotist.
He was
that's right.
yeah. This guy hypnotized 5 or 6 people on the stage. He
That's
he
right. Yeah,
he
yeah.
hypnotized the whole audience. Okay, I was there. I got hypnotized straight up. Real talk. I did. And then he picked out like 5 people out of the audience who were kind of like hypnotized all in a daze.
Good candidates.
Brought them up on stage and took it deep, took it real far.
Oh, wow.
And these people were straight out of it. And we know these people. Like I know these people, and I'm like, wow, that stuff's real.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hypnotized. It's real.
Your trigger word? What does it
But it was the
thought?
power of your vision, like your mental, like visualizing something, and so you're closing your eyes and he's talking to you and you're visualizing it the whole way, and you're just like, you're in a trance, man. It's crazy.
That's
Well,
awesome.
I bring all this up because, and thank you for sharing, because
Absolutely.
that's where companies are coming from, and Claris is definitely a company that values that
Vision.
that journey, that vision, right? It
And you
sounds
can't
like
be-
it, and,
right.
and
you
so
can't be short-sighted, right? So you should always be playing, chess,
yeah.
not checkers.
Man,
It's the
yes.
long
Right.
game.
yeah,
Play chess,
I
not
play
checkers.
chess,
Short
not
game.
checkers.
Multiple
I say
steps
it all the
ahead.
time. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And be more strategic. Sometimes you don't need to work in a place just to get a little bit of experience here when you know exactly what it is you want.
Yeah.
What I would say is the advice that I would give is, if you are passionate about doing
Ding,
something,
ding, ding.
that's what you should go after,
Yep.
right?
yeah.
Don't be unequally yoked
Yeah.
in a role just because it pays a bill.
Boom.
Sometimes
That's
the
a drop
risk
the mic statement right
is,
there.
Yeah.
in staying somewhere when you should free yourself up, and terminations or loss of a job or some of those things could be, God's way of saying, I need to right this shit because you're going the wrong direction.
Yep.
And so stand still for right now and be still, and it allows you to grow, develop, challenge your faith, increase your belief, and then you move forward to another a better vision for
Nice.
yourself.
Yep.
I love that. I couldn't say it better myself. I love what you were talking about, passion, right? I mean, we teach this in our workshop all the time.
Yeah.
I think it is maybe a little bit deeper than passion, though. And I give this example every time in our workshops. I talk about, you can love what you do and be passionate about it. So I'll give an example of a football player. Football players get paid to do what they love, right? They're passionate about the game. But if you can mix these 3 things, if you can have passion, income, and impact, right? If you can actually make an impact with the communities that you serve and serve people, like some football players are very selfish and they don't do a lot with their influence, okay? Right?
Right.
And some football players take their influence to do like what J.J. Watt did and raised millions of dollars for hurricane victims. And he's actually changing the world. Like he's doing things. He's not just playing football. He's using his influence to change the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good why.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
You
a
see what I'm
good-
saying?
With
Yeah.
Jason
Good
Witten,
why.
right?
Jason
in,
Witten.
in their NFL alumni garage sale that they have. Yep.
So I think the passion is important. It's the heartbeat that keeps you going.
Right.
Yeah, the
But-
why you're going into something I think is so important. And I heard this. It was if I have to put on a mask to get a job and pretend to be something I'm not,
Yeah.
I've got to wear that mask
Every
every
day.
single day, and that's exhausting.
It very
yeah.
well can be. Authentic self, bringing your true self to work is very important. So
Oh goodness.
I am this way, whether I'm here at home or whatever.
Yep.
What you see is what you get. I think that comes through in the interview process.
True that.
Oh, it
So
does.
You should never let someone make you or force you to dim your light so that they shine bright.
Well,
Ooh, okay, hold on.
Yeah,
Say that again.
drop it.
And
that
say
mic.
that
Yeah,
Is that
again.
your mic?
Yeah, and then drop that mic. Here you go. Say that again, and then drop that mic.
He forgot.
Say it again.
You should never let someone make you have to dim your light so that they can shine bright.
Oh, got that. That's good right there.
we are down to the next break, so we gotta get to our commercial break. Keep the lights on, but DeMar, thank you so much for coming.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you also for being part of the network. I know
Yeah.
a lot of the Who You Know folks have gotten a chance to meet you and network with you. Thank you for paying it forward,
Absolutely.
for being a light, right, and a beacon in the darkness. And we look forward to our next interactions with you and
look forward
seeing
to it
where
as well.
Claris goes.
Thanks so
DeMar
much.
and his company
Appreciate it.
is an exemplary example of what we want to do in this network and the kind of relationships that we want to set up with companies so people can find things and find out what it's all about and plug in and make sure you get the right thing, you work
Right.
for the right
All
company.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to cut the break. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
All right. So we want to give a special shout out to one of our new sponsors of 2020. Super excited
That's right.
about
Who that
a
is?
dedicated a team of coaches in career and financial services from Jewish Financial Services in Dallas.
Yes.
We want to talk a little bit about how they assist job seekers. So first and foremost, they got the same mission that we do, right? They're there to help people connect job seekers to the right jobs.
Right.
That's first and foremost. But they have a team of coaches that are ready to help you with free job seeker workshops and classes to boost your skills and confidence.
Well, and I'll tell you, I mean, their coaches obtain and post free job leads to help improve your prospective opportunities. So you can meet with the coaches in private. You can talk about how to solve your own particular challenges and help set you up for success. So you get individualized personal service there, which is rare, right? Because a lot of these networking groups are a group setting, group environment. So the tools and expert guidance you want to have and achieve your career and financial goals, you got to call them, though. You got to get engaged. You got to go to some of their meetings. JFS, right? They're over in Plano. The number's 972-437-9950. The website's JFS. That's J as in Jewish, F as in family, S as in service, Dallas.org. And again, their number's 972-437-9950. I'm going to go ahead and post all that information up in the comments.
And who's a good contact with those guys
Oh,
besides
you know.
Allison Harding?
Well, Mitch,
Mitch
Mitch Jacobs.
Jacobs, my man in
and
the
you've
50
met a lot
grand.
more, I think,
Yeah.
Trevor, than I have.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Allison and
he
Mitch, though,
is.
for sure.
Yep.
Mitch has been helping for a long. Actually, Allison and Mitch have been helping for years. Some of you guys that we're talking to already know those guys.
Yeah, they are amazing. Let's go real quick to the audience. We want to talk to them as well. I see we have Andy Cook with us
Hey,
from
Andy.
Matrix. What's going on? How are you?
You got Andy. I got Matt.
Oh, you got Matt?
Yeah.
Oh, depending on where you're listening,
That's
right?
right.
Andy's boss.
Trent, good to see you here. Trent Dansby. He says #territory manager. Okay, so we're going to definitely keep our eyes peeled for you. And what we want you guys to do is put a hashtag on what you're searching for. And I think in the spirit of 2020, right, I think we need to create our next destiny, right? We need to create our destiny. We need to create opportunities. So put your dream out there, guys. Put what you really, really, really want. You know what I'm saying? I know it's Claris. I get it. I know you want Claris.
Come on.
So I need to hear
should.
#Claris out there. But no, really, real talk. I want you to put what you're looking for, guys. It's super important that you do that, okay? And let's see who else we got with us here
Yeah,
today.
Who you got?
Ladina Piper,